It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. It is Friday, October 20th, and I have fantastic fall weather in the forecast as we get closer to the weekend. So my message to you today is to make some outdoor plans. You want a pumpkin patch, you want to take some fall photos, just want to be outside before things get really cold. Take advantage of this weekend. It looks fabulous. I have high temperatures in the 70s each day, and that includes today on Friday, a high temperature 73 degrees. This morning, things are looking pretty nice. We've got temperatures in the mid and upper 40s for you, so not too chilly, but light jacket weather. It's that time of year where you got to leave the house with the jacket, and by the afternoon, you don't need it anymore. You can leave it behind. Pack some extra space though in the bag because the morning lows are going to be kind of chilly and the low temps will be cool. However, afternoons look fabulous all weekend long. Get outside today. That's my message for you as we get closer to the weekend each and every day. Low 70s, lots of sunshine. Today, we have a breeze out of the northwest behind the cold front that came through yesterday. Nothing too strong, 5 to 10 miles an hour. It should be pretty light for us, and I have temperatures that will make it into the low and mid 70s today. Maybe a little bit cooler by Saturday and Sunday, with temperatures still making their way to the low 70s. The cold front, though, now well east of our region, and it's the East Coast that's going to get all the active and unsettled weather for the weekend time frame. The rest of the country is quiet. I mean, we are talking about a ridge of high pressure building back into the west, and that's allowing for some tranquil conditions, some warmer than average numbers, and we get in on that a bit here in the Ozarks as well. Slight chance for rain in the forecast. That's what's back by Monday. We are staying dry through the entirety of the weekend forecast, though. So if you got some outdoor projects you want to get done before winter, take advantage of it. The leaves aren't flying around too bad just yet. In fact, we're just now starting to see some of those real pops of fall color. And that will continue as we head into the weekend forecast as well. As we look at rain chances on Monday, it's only a slight chance for rain by Monday, probably about a 20% chance. We've been dry for several days now, and we will need a little drink by the time we get to the early part of next week. I have a small chance for rain in the forecast on Monday evening, but a better chance next week. Looks like it's going to set up for Wednesday, probably the middle of next work week. That one may be more substantial in terms of what you see in the rain gauge. In fact, currently models indicating that it will be a soaker out in northeastern Oklahoma and southeastern Kansas. So western counties here in the Ozarks look to see maybe half-inch of rain next week. This is the middle of next week. Eastern counties, we're not going to see a whole lot, but folks that are still seeing the really dry ground, the drought conditions, you're going to be pretty happy about that back up in our northwestern counties. Today, it couldn't be much better. 73 degrees. I have nothing but sunshine in the forecast. Northwest breeze, as I mentioned. The percent of rain today, 0. I don't think we get a drop. So really nice for those Friday night football games. I mean, perfect fall weather, cool enough to wear the sweatshirts and all the team gear, but not so cold that you're freezing in the stands. Overnight tonight, we'll fall back into the 40s once again. We kind of heat it up and do it again tomorrow. Saturday, 74 degrees, loads of sunshine. By Sunday, we're at 70, extended sunshine through that time frame. And then the cloud cover will build in early next week. I have some clouds returning to the forecast both Monday and Tuesday, and the best chance for rain next week looks like it's going to set up by Wednesday, the middle of the week for next week. Around the country, making headlines that you may hear about over the weekend, we're keeping an eye on Hurricane Norma rapidly intensifying and taking aim at Mexico. So you might see some headlines and some wet weather there. We're protected here in the United States with our ridge of high pressure, so not expecting direct impact from that. And then there is another storm out in the Atlantic. It's now Tropical Storm Tammy. It's strengthening, expected to impact the Leeward Islands and then turn east and move out to open water. Unsettled weather will be in the forecast over the weekend for the East Coast, as I told you, associated with that big cold front marching across the country. Then we are talking about that upper ridge for the western United States, and that will be providing above average temperatures and some tranquil weather for our friends to the west. So a lot going on around the weekend across the country, but here in the Ozarks, the weather just looks kind of calm and quiet. So enjoy your festivities, parades, fall festivals, whatever it is you're doing. It's going to be a great weekend to get outdoors and just take a walk, take a hike, Sit on your front porch. Do something because it's going to be too nice to miss out on. All right, it is time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question for the day. This is the one that I left you with yesterday. The horror film Halloween is considered a classic, spawning multiple sequels and remakes. But in what year did the original movie release? I know there are a lot of folks that are big fans, especially this time of year. You like to watch all the spooky stuff. The original, do you think it was A, 1976, B, 1980, C, 1978, or D, 1982? Well, some of these years reproduced some remakes of that original. The original actually came out in C, 1978. This was the first one, directed by John Carpenter, also written by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. This one was starring Donald Pleasance, Jamie Lee Curtis, PJ Soles, and Nancy Loomis. If you have seen the original, or if you haven't, it's that time of year where everybody looks it up. It was released on October 30th, made a lot of folks run to the box office to get in their spooky movies before Halloween itself. All right, here's your next chance to win $20 to Scooter's Coffee. Another spooky question for you on this Friday. Crossing paths with a black cat is considered bad luck. But where does that superstition originally come from? Do you know? Do you know the history of this? Do you think it is A, from ancient Rome, B, from medieval Europe, C, from ancient China, or D, from medieval Africa? I will have the answer for you early Monday morning on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Take a stab at it. Don't Google it. That takes all the fun out of it. But take a guess and you could win $20 to Scooter's Coffee. We love to give that away. And it's going to be a great way to start your week next week. So let me know what you think. You can enter your guess over at aroundtheozarks.com. Also there, check out the forecast. You can get up-to-date weather information all day long. Spoiler alert. It's going to be nice every single day this weekend. Enjoy the 70s. Enjoy the sunshine. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. And thank you for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I will catch you next week.